have a beautiful sunrise coming up behind us, and it is nice and early. Right now I'm just making a quick stop at an area where I saw some snook the other day. It's kind of a dock line. I'm going to flip and throw just some little swim baits. I have one that's going to be weedless, just weightless, and the other one is going to be on a jig head. Today, no bass tactics and all that kind of stuff. We're just fishing for snook today, man. So I'm going to rig up and start throwing. If nothing happens here, we might keep floating the dock line, or we might make a run way back into the mangroves. Eventually we're going to go in the mangroves today, I think. But we're going to fish some docks first early in the morning. Should be good. I'm excited. We're going to be throwing some of these little swim baits right here. That's a Lake Fork. I got a Kitech on the other one. Not too specific, but we're going to get at it. School little jack's going absolutely nuts in front of me. It's got to be 100 of them. Pull it through. Really? I didn't get hit? That's crazy. They must be tiny. I mean, like microscopic. So I can see them trying to eat this, but they're not able to bite it. What do I got here? What the heck? This thing a little bigger than I thought it was? God, what the heck? Alright, this fish isn't as small as I thought, unless he's like foul hooked or something. But no, it's just they're just bigger than I thought they were. I thought they were little peanuts. They're like 3-pounders. Gosh, he's really digging. Yeah, he's much bigger than I thought they were. Still not big, but first fish of the morning, just a beautiful, beautiful little jack crevalle right there. You can see the light shining off him. He's just awesome, awesome fish. Alright, we'll release him. Head first. Alrighty, we have spent a little time throwing on the docks and caught that one little jack. I don't know, like 3 pounds or so. Whatever. We are going to make a run and get back in some backcountry and fish in some mangroves. I haven't done that in a long time, and it just sounds like fun. You know, I woke up this morning and I was trying to think what I wanted to do, and that sounds like a good plan to me. So, we're going to make a run, get back in the mangroves, and just skip the mangrove line and see if we can catch some snook out of the mangroves. Should be a good time. Alright, we've made it back into the mangroves. I'm just going to be skipping the mangrove line on spinning rod, just a weedless little swim bait right there, very little. Then on the bait caster, my 201B Calcutta, I have a swim bait with a jig head on it. We're going to start with those and see how they work, but we're just going to skip the mangrove line, try to catch some snook, maybe some tarpon too. We get tarpon back in here. Should be a good time. He's right here. He's looking for it. Do you guys see him? I hope you guys can see him right there. You should be able to. Oh, God! That was the first bite I've had all morning, or like 3 hours, and I just watched about a 28-inch snook come up and just engulf the whole entire lure. In the second, I mean, I instantly tried to swing at him, and he just opened his mouth and shot the thing back at me. God. He literally inhaled the whole thing, and I tried to set and just instantly and spit it right back out. Dude, I am so frustrated. Oh, big swirl. Oh, come on. Big old jack just swirled on me. Come on, dude. I'm getting followed. I'm not getting hit, man. He swung at right there. Oh, I just got freaking blasted. Why didn't that fish hook up? They're swinging at it, but they're not getting it. I'm just gonna reel as fast as I can in a straight line and see what happens. Come on. There's a lot of them here. Finally on. God. Hey. I think it's a decent fish, too. Gosh, that took forever. I just threw this jack for I don't even know how long. Normally these guys don't take so much convincing to eat. He's strong, dude. They still got a school of them underneath them. Alright, second fish right there. It took a long time to get a second fish. It's been, I don't even know. I started fishing at 6:30. It's about 1 o'clock right now. It has been a very slow day, but a jack like this is a very, very welcome guest right now. They are just, you can't beat them. They are the greatest fighting fish around, man. And there was quite a few of them, and it took a long time to convince this guy to eat. So we're going to see if we can get another one, but we're going to release him, try to catch another one, keep going. They did not even think twice about it. Oh, come on. Oh, that was an awesome eat. Oh my God. God, I wish I would have had a close-up of that one. Holy cow. That thing, there was about 6 or 7 of them, and the one that actually got it, I mean, he came all the way out of the water to get it. Another one sitting right beneath him, tailing him, just like the last one did too. Whew. These things are just dogs, dude. I'm just gonna land this one by hand. Alright, these guys right here have just saved me from having a, you mind I'm talking? These guys right here have saved me from having a horrendous day of fishing, honestly. He is a little bit bigger than the last one, I'd say, and these things are just, like I said, total tanks, best fighting fish around. And he's a little bigger than the last one, but a very, very beautiful and healthy fish. You see the greens and silvers and blues on them. They're just, can't beat them. Oh gosh, dude. That one just eat it. Yes. Dang, dude, there are 3 of them, and the first one that swung, whatever the proper English is, was very, very large. Can boat flip this one? I'm gonna snap this rod if I boat flip this fish. I can some line flip them. All right, that is number 5, I believe, just a littler one out of the few I've been catching this last few minutes here. These guys have definitely been well received and have come save the day for me. I was having a miserable day of fishing, and these guys are my little heroes right here. All right, I am done for the day. It's been a very rough and long day, to be honest. There's a lot of things that go behind the cameras that you guys don't see, and not necessarily like anything bad happened today, but it is 1:30 right now. I was in the boat at 6:30, and I caught my first fish, that bigger jack, early in the morning at 7, and I have not caught a fish up until 15 minutes ago at 1. It was a very stale period, man. It was a very, very long and trying day, but that's fishing sometimes, you know, and I could totally play it off if I wanted to, because you guys can't tell how much time has passed on the camera. I could say it's 10 o'clock right now, and I came out and I caught 6 decent sized jack all in 4 hours, but that's not the reality of it. Sometimes it is grinding it out and throwing and throwing and throwing until you finally find a fish. And it finally happened at the very end, and I did an outro. I gave up, and I was like, I'm going in, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna go in, you know, I only caught 1 fish today, but sometimes it's how it is. And I was probably gonna scrap the whole video, and I came around a corner that I fished with Peric and Rob before when they were down a month or 2 ago, whenever that was, not just recently, but whenever they were down together. And I remember we caught a ton of jack on this little flat, and I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll just pick up, I'll throw a few times, and if it happens, it does. If not, I'm over it. And I picked it up, and within my 5th or 6th cast, I have a huge boil and a big follower of probably about a 10-pound jack, and he just wouldn't commit. And I kept throwing, and finally one committed. And then once I caught that first one, almost every time I'd unhook one, I'd cast 3 or 4 more times, and I'd hook up again. And finally they smartened up a little bit and gave up and stopped chasing. But it was a ton of fun, and they definitely saved the day. But I feel like it's real and important to show you that, you know, you don't catch your fish within the first 10 seconds of fishing. You know, a lot of times it is very painstakingly throwing and standing up on the front of the deck, but that's the only way you're going to catch fish sometimes. You're not going to catch fish if you come out and expect to catch them within the first hour, and maybe you will catch one, but you might not catch them in the first hour at all. So you got to be able to stand up there and keep throwing and throwing. That's my motivation for you. Don't give up easily and cast your arms off until you hook up with a fish, because that's what I had to do today, and it finally worked out. And it's not like they were big giant trophy jack, but they were fun. And when you've been out in the boat for 7 hours, a couple of 5 to 8 pound jack will definitely turn your day around for sure. That's it. I appreciate you guys very much. Today has been not that fun, but it turned out to be pretty good at the end of the day, being able to catch a few fish. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.